Hola, ¿cómo estamos? Hoy vamos a estar hablando con Jason. Él trabaja para una compañía que se llama Fiesta Auto Insurance. Ellos se dedican a vender seguros de auto, seguro de propiedad y en adición se dedican a hacer taxes. Esta compañía es muy interesante porque quieren ayudar a los latinos a poder ser los dueños de sus propios negocios. Y en adición están empezando a venir a Florida. Hay muchos territorios que podemos ayudarle a comprar. Si está interesado en tener alguna compañía como esta vendiendo seguros, por favor escucha toda la entrevista. Cualquier pregunta que tenga, siempre estamos aquí para ayudarles. Disfruten.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. My name is Jason Kapica, and I am the Vice President of Franchise Development for the Fiesta Franchise Corporation. I've been with Fiesta actually only since February of 2023, so I've only been here a few months. But before that, I spent 10 years at a different brand called Dryer Event Wizard, where the last 5 I served as president. Um, I started my franchise career many moons ago in the franchise development world. And towards the end of last year, I made the decision that I'd like to go back into development and leave operations behind. And so here I am at Fiesta Franchise, helping people understand what our franchise is all about.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And let me ask you something because Fiesta, to be honest, the first time that I heard it, I thought it was kind of like a food, something like a food thing. But then we had the interview with you, then I kind of understood a bit more. Tell me a bit about Fiesta, like what you guys do and how did it all started.
Yeah. So Fiesta has actually been around since 1999 as far as a company.
Wow.
It started in Huntington Park, California. It quickly grew to quite a few locations, and then in 2006 they decided to franchise it, and they started franchising the different locations. Primarily, California is our big state, but Texas and Florida are the other 2 areas that we're looking for. They have the largest Latino populations, and it seems to be the best place to target right now. So over the years since they started, we have grown to about 220 locations, and we have room for probably another 400 to 500 locations in those 3 main states that we're looking to grow in. So the nice thing about Fiesta is we're not just auto insurance, we're also tax preparation. So it's like you're getting 2 businesses for the price of one. We have all the benefits that you get for helping people with their auto insurance, but it's also kind of a built-in customer base for when tax season rolls around. So we can help them twice throughout the year.
And are you, besides auto insurance and tax preparation, do you guys sell any other type of insurance, or that's just basically the main things that you do?
Yeah. We'll do some homeowners insurance and things like that, but we don't do life insurance or get into that realm. So it's mainly auto and tax services that we do.
Nice. So April is very busy.
April, March, yeah. First 4 months of the year are very busy for our franchise owners.
Do you guys concentrate in personal, or you guys also do some business taxes?
Most of it is personal, but we do have some tax business insurance that comes through.
Okay. And let me ask you something, because I know that one of the things that you guys have told us to the FCC is that you're not just exclusive for Latino communities, but you guys want to be part in helping entrepreneurs in the Latino communities to be able to get businesses and stuff like that. Can you explain why exactly is it that you guys think this way?
Yeah, so clear, I wasn't around when Fiesta started all those years ago, but our founder, this was his idea. He felt that the Latino community was underserved when it came to both tax and insurance services, and the options that were available didn't really fit what the Latino population would prefer to use. And what do I mean by that? A lot of our customers, even though we can do things online and you can pay your bills monthly virtually, they still like to come into our offices and turn in their check and have that personal relationship, which I think in a lot of other cultures in the U.S. we've kind of lost that piece of it.
Yeah.
I know I don't even like going into the bank anymore. Right? I do everything electronically. Even whoever came up with depositing checks on your cell phone, I bless them, right? But the Latino community still has that local community feel to it, and that's what we service. Anybody can come and buy insurance from us. That's not a problem. But that's why we're Fiesta. That was our purpose when we started. That's still our purpose today, and what we continue to focus on as we grow.
So, by you guys expanding to Florida and Texas, is that the reason why? Because we have a big Latino communities in those states.
Yes, those along with California, obviously, have the biggest percentage of Latinos in the country. And then it is insurance. So there are a lot of regulations when it comes to insurance.
Yeah.
And those three states are a little bit easier to deal with when getting our owners into business.
Oh, so because of the regulations, it's more easier to get in, or what exactly?
Well, when it comes down to like fees that can be charged and different ins and outs of the laws, yeah, those, especially California and Texas, are even a little bit easier to get all of this stuff and make sure that you get it before you would come to training. Obviously, we want you ready to go. But once you have those in place, then it is, let's get this office set up. Let's get you ready to come to our home office for training, and make sure you understand how all of the systems function and how you do quoting. And we work with a lot of different insurance providers. And we are one of the largest brokerages in the country. So that allows us to get higher commissions for our franchise owners as well.
Oh, nice.
So, and then the really nice thing about going with a Fiesta versus somebody who is thinking about doing this on their own is we handle all of the money behind the scenes, right? So it's very regulated. Somebody pays for an insurance policy, that money needs to get turned in so that the policy is active, because if they have an accident, the policy has to be paid for, right? And so if you talk with a lot of people who have tried starting or started their own insurance office, that piece of the business is very time consuming. It can be very stressful because you have to make sure that everything is matching up and accounted for. So we take a lot of that off of our franchise owners, and with all the systems we have in place, it allows them to focus on the customers, quoting customers, and being part of the community and getting the word out about their Fiesta location. So that's the big benefit of going with us.
So you will say that you're looking for someone that is very into sales to be able to get the name of Fiesta out there, people to start coming and buying the insurance, and then you guys take care of of the back office kind of thing.
Yeah. So you can start an office as an owner operator if you like. Maybe you have one other person within the office because you don't want to be there 24/7. You want to get out and spread the word about your office.
Go to lunch.
But you're typically the person who can write policies at the beginning, if you start that way. Otherwise, we have people who have hired managers who also can write insurance policies, and that frees up even more time for our owners to do whatever they like. And in fact, what this has done is we have, quite a few owners that own multiple locations. You can make a very, very good living with one office. But we have people, our biggest franchise owner owns over 30 of these locations.
Wow.
So you can really build an empire for yourself out of insurance if that's what you'd like to do. So you can make it as big as you want, or keep it as small as you want, right? Because some people just want to have that local business that they pop into a couple times a week and have that freedom in life, and we're fine with that as well.
And lastly, let's talk about one of the important things, as the money, how much this will cost for to people. And, like I want to know, and we're not going to hold you to it. Of course, we can't guarantee any type of earnings or anything like that. But we just for the people to have like kind of an idea of how much one location might be able to make, of course, if everything goes very well.
Yeah, so the investment is somewhere between $72,000 and $156,000, depending on how big the location is that you get, how many employees you're going to start with, things like that. That's about where our range is. How much can you make, right? That's a slippery slope when it comes to franchises.
Don't hold us to this. It's just like a very broad idea.
The way I always answer it, without giving a specific number, is you really have uncapped earnings in this business, because just like if you think about some of the large insurance companies out there, your Progressive, your State Farm, we have the exact same benefit. The benefit of being in the insurance business is the residual value of the account. So most people, they get their insurance policy, they make the payment every month, and they just keep making the payment
renewing it. Renewing it.
And the nice thing about the insurance business is you get them signed up, you treat them well, you keep them as a customer for a long time. So you just have to focus on growing that book of business. So then it really comes down to how many policies can you write in a month, right? So can you do 50? Can you do 100? And then the next month, how many can you do? Because there's a high percentage of all of those policies will just keep paying, and you grow your book of business over time. So, we have people that, again, they don't, they're not as aggressive as some of our owners, and they're doing 50, 60 policies a month. And we have people that have built an unbelievable business, and they're doing a couple hundred policies a month, which turns into a very big business. And that's also my point of, if you just want to focus on one, because sometimes it's difficult to open multiple locations. Some people are not equipped for that. And they're better at just focusing at one. Well, you can turn one of these into a fantastic business for yourself. You don't have to be the franchise owner that has 30 of these. You can be a very happy owner with just one location.
And you also keep growing. You start with one, see how it goes, and You might be able to add it
Exactly.
for the second one, and then you keep growing. I don't know how the person did it. Maybe he just bought the 30 outright, but a lot of people start with one, and then they just
Yes.
keep growing little by little as you know, as time progresses, they make more money and they keep moving forward.
Absolutely. And then the tax piece for us is just the cherry on top because you have a built-in customer base for taxes with all of the insurance policies that you've written
Mm.
over the year.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of those people are going to come to you for taxes. So that makes the first 4 months of the year, it really gives you a nice bump in earnings for the rest of the year for your business so that you can just keep focusing on building your book of insurance business.
Y ahí lo tienen. Si tienen una preguntita referente a cómo pueden conseguir más información de Fiesta Auto Insurance, denos una llamada o mándenos un mensaje y nosotros le podemos ayudar. Gracias.